this objective is to think about how you will deliver the training. And, there's so many ways you can deliver it now, especially if you're going the Yoga Alliance route. You can have some synchronous and asynchronous hours, which they sometimes call real-time hours versus pre-recorded hours. And when you submit the Yoga Alliance application, you have to first submit your manual, and you just upload the PDF, and then you have to submit your daily schedule. And you're saying, like, Friday, January 24th, this is what I'm teaching. And you submit it as if you're going to deliver it on that day. But if you have trainer lesson plans and you have it all planned out, it is a lot of work to plan the trainer lesson plans. But once you have those, every time you deliver it from that day forward, you're just ready to go. You just pick up your trainer lesson plan and you teach it the next time. I think the first thing you want to decide is how much of the training is going to be pre-recorded and how much is going to be real time. And from what we've seen, and we do keep a very close eye on this, is the more pre-recorded training you have, the lower the price you can charge. You need to have a minimum of 15% of real-time training. So the minimum real-time is 30 hours in a 200-hour training. But schools that are only doing 30 hours and doing 170 hours of pre-recorded are probably not charging very much for their training.
The other thing that's happening is we've seen it where people want to become trainers, but they can't quite complete their 300-hour training because they've done all 170 hours of the pre-recorded training, but they've chosen to do it with the school in a time zone different from their own. So getting those 30 hours of synchronous training are proving almost impossible, and they're having a hard time completing the course. So this is where it comes back to, it sounds like a great idea to do mostly self-paced for a very small amount of money, but you're paying for that connection to your teacher and the access to your teacher.
And the reverse of that is true, where there's people like me who I love live training. I can show up on Zoom, but if a training can happen at any time, for me, it happens at no time. Like if it's totally unscheduled, I just never get to it. So some people are very good at completing the self-paced training. I am not one of those people. I like a live training. And then there's other factors that you can read through here about, like when you're ready for that, when is your space available, especially if you run a studio. And there's some sample schedules here about slow and steady. When I took my teacher training, when I first did it, it was like once a week for a whole year. And then a few weekend intensives, but now you can go and do a whole training in 1 month or some kind of combination of those. So there's lots of there's lots of options, I guess, at your disposal, and you just try to guess what your students would like and also what you can handle as a teacher, because 200 hours is a big time commitment for you as the trainer as well. So in some way, it has to fit with your lifestyle as well.